So it seems that Bayern Munich are once again dominating the Bundesliga. The question is though, where's Dortmund? From them losing their club legend in Marco Reus to them slowly falling down the table into 7th, this team just isn't the same. But not to worry, because Borussia Dortmund's big bosses have decided to sack their main manager and bring in me to build this team once again and conquer the Champions League in the near future. Let's go meet the team. Now looking at this team right here is a fantastic team. Unfortunately though, we have replicated some of the injuries that are in real life, like Adeyemi, Bruno Gittins right here. I mean, it's a very good team indeed, but some of the big stars in the team are getting there in terms of the injuries. They're not too bad in terms of weeks though, and we'll go over that right now. If we just go over to the overalls, we should be able to see a couple of few here. So Sule is there out for 4 weeks here. We got Anton able to play very soon indeed. Adeyemi 3 weeks though, and so on and so on. So we definitely need to, in the first season, I'd say, not look for replacements because they're gonna be coming back in very short weeks and times. But I'm looking at backups here. I think that's what we need the most. We need a new backup left mid, I feel like, perhaps, or a new right mid. And I feel like just overall a couple of decent new players as well. One player that really stands out for me is Jan Knossel here, who is on loan at Manchester City, but he will be a very good right back if we can make him a permanent one there. He's been loaned out to Borussia Dortmund and he's been doing really good indeed, so I wouldn't mind making him a first team player in the near future and a permanent signing for in the team. We've got Grob here, who is a fantastic player, but in terms of age, I would say maybe a replacement may be there. But we have got the Lisa Sabitzer here and the Meshka here, so not too bad. We have got the main man up top in Guirassy here, the new signing, and being their top goal scorer at the moment. So I think for the first season, we're not going to make too many signings. We're just going to see how this team goes on with the new tactics I implicate into this team, which will be the 4-5-1 attack. Yes, you're probably thinking, what a wild formation indeed, but you got to switch these up in the rebuild sometimes. And I think with the attacking threat, when Bruno Gittins, Marlin, Adeyemi do return, I think this will be fantastic indeed. As you can see with the starting team though, there is a couple of positions we might need to sign. Just in general, to be honest, I think if we're going to go for this, we need a brand new cam here, because Emery Chan's not going to play there, and he will be definitely the rotation with Sabitzer and the Mishka and Grob there. We obviously will sell a couple of players as well, because, well, like I said, we've got a lot of midfield here, and considering it's only one centre mid spot if we're going to run this formation in season 1, we don't need that many indeed. We have got a very good young talent in Bayern here as well. I'm going to keep on the rotation. I'm going to give Guirassy the benefit of doubt, a new sign, do very good in real life, but if he doesn't step up, I'm willing to put this guy in the first team and hopefully grow him up whilst the seasons go on. Other than that though, the team's looking pretty good. We have got a backup in winger here, what I was mentioned before, in Reyes, so we cannot forget him. Good bit of potential as well. But like I said, I think we need maybe a brand new centre back, because as much as I look Sule, we've got to look for the future. At the age of 28, is in terms of overall rating, he's not really going to jump up like he is with Schlotterbeck. I think the team's very good. Jan Knatel's there. We've got Main here as a rotational centre back, but at the overall of 61 at the age of 19, it's not really looking good, is it? We've also put us a tactical present as counter-attack, and the reason behind this is, as you can see, there is literally 2 wingers pretty much on both sides with the 1 attacker. I'm just thinking if we get in the defensive line, quickly get out to the wingers, they can work it inside to Sabitzer, Brandt there, and potentially a new cam and Guirassy up top. Or maybe switch it to Marlin, vice versa. I think it'd be a really good tactical present on the 4-5-1 attack, with some coaches hired out as well. Not many on the goalkeeper department here, so only a 3-star here, but in terms of defense, it's looking quite solid, where I feel like a lot of improvement and a lot of the eyes need to be watched this season. Before we actually potentially go on to sign some players or sell some players, let's see how much budget we got this season, and only a whopping 47 million here for current budget, but with the sales we're going here, I'm looking to maybe hit that 100 perhaps, so we'll have to be a bit harsh on some sales. We have got the U squad here, but I'm not really going to dive into it in this career relation, man. I just want to focus on building the main team for actual Borussia Dortmund. Let's go have a look at the objectives though from the board, see if we can potentially take one off. I have took off no sacking because it is absolutely stupid. In this game, you can literally get sacked for youth academies, but everyone knows that now, unless you've been living underneath a rock. Deep in Portugal, they want us to win the cup right there. The Bundesliga finish in the Champions League spot. I totally agree with that. I think it'd be fantastic. Within 2 seasons, win the Bundesliga. But the likes of Xabi, Alonso, Leverkusen, and also Vincent Kompany's, but Bayern Munich, sorry, I think there. I thought it was Jan Flick there, but he's also Barcelona manager right now. They're looking very good indeed, so it's going to take a lot here for us to actually get past the 2. Reach the semi-final in the Champions League. I mean, to be fair, they're not doing too bad in the Champions League final. So it's not too bad right there. The finals for that could be potentially unbelievable. They have got there in the recent years, but can they get there again in this Champions League run? Indeed, but you have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm not too sure on the first season. Sign 2 young players there. I think we could definitely do that, because that is probably what we've got to do. Borussia Dortmund, that's what they're very good for. Borussia Dortmund, brilliant talent, kind of like people like Jadon Sancho, Erling Haaland, who've all gone on to great things. Maybe not Sancho, but Erling Haaland, one of the best strikers in the world of football now, etc, etc. But in terms of the team, though, it's not doing too bad at all. So with the days going down, it looks like we've got to our first game, and it will be against Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. A lot of stuff has happened, some good and some a bit eerie that some people might be shocked at. But if we look at our budget here, just scrolling to the right, is now 134 million. So you're probably asking yourself, what has he done? He's had an absolute shocker. So here it is. Maya has gone to Epoli here. Kabar has gone to Ghent. Campbell here. Sabraga. Anton here for 24.5 million to Lille. And the biggest one that came in very late to get to this segment of the video, Daniel Marlin has gone to Leverkusen. You're probably thinking, what the hell are you doing giving someone like that caliber, who's one of Dortmund's best players in real life at the moment, I say, well, up there, one of the star players, to one of the rivals? It came with a bid. It came with a bid. I tried to get 55 for him because that was the max, but he was very adamant on 50. And I just thought to myself, we've got Raya, we've got Adeyemi and Brian Gittins as well. In terms of potential, yes, he will go up, but I could not turn down the 50 million to improve our departments in the team, like the camera, like the centre-back row. Maximilian Bayer here has gone to Genoa on a low on a 1 year, it should be. The reason why I brought him back, as I will reveal in a minute, we have brought back someone from the loan. Same with Julian Durivel here. I don't really want to butcher their potential, so I thought, like, you know, if I loan him out for 1 season, it should be pretty good. So if they do come back, or people like Garassi do quite poor, or even the wingers, these two might get an opportunity to make it into the first team. And Washan here has gone out on Burnley on loan as well, if that's how I pronounce his name. So now actually looking at the team, I can show you what I'm on about here. We have recalled back Haller. He is going to come back into the team. We got an offer him, but I went no. We have got Milko as well coming back from loan next season. I'm not sure what team he is at, but I think it's in the French division in League 1. But Haller's got a rotation of Garassi this season. But as you can see, Adeyemi is a left mid. We're going to confirm him to a right mid right here because he played both. Running Gittins, Bryant, but we need a new cam, and I think probably a centre back indeed. Maybe some rotations as well. We'll have to wait and see. But we have got pretty much 130 million to splash with this team to make 2 or 3 signings for season 1 with Borussia Dortmund. Now the first signing for Borussia Dortmund is probably going to be a player that some know and some don't, but if you do know, you know he is an incredible future talent. At the overall of 67, the age of 17, we've gone to Arsenal. He's not a first team player, but he will be in the near future. And Ethan Nweri here, we paid 10 million for him. It's a lot of money, but if you do not know this guy, just search him up. He's quality, and why not get him at Dortmund? What a player we got here. So with Benfica slowly getting in behind Sporting, they are running away from it. And this guy not being at a very top tier high team, no offense to Benfica, but a higher league, let's say like the Serie A, the Premier League, the Bundesliga now with Dortmund in Antonio Silva. We paid a whopping 50 million for him at the overall 79, the age of 20. We're building a super team here, a very young super team. Our new number 3. It's about time we splash the cash from Ethan Nweri's deal. Welcome Silva to Dortmund. And our last signation for season 1, we'll go to a rotational left mid from Borussia Gladbach in Robin Hack here at the overall 76, age 25. He's got decent pace, he can play on both sides, he can actually play up top as well, so he's got a lot of variety in terms of positions here. And I think him being under LeBron and Gittins as a rotational winger would be pretty decent here for Borussia Dortmund. Got a game face as well. Ticks all the categories, so welcome Hack for our last signing. So there you have it, and that is the last signing. However, we also did as well. We made Jan Canuto as well a permanent deal in 35 million from Manchester City. So technically 4 here, but this guy here, I know what some people are going to say is unrealistic as hell here. But you just got to think a little bit. I mean, yes, maybe a loan would have been a better option here, but we've got the money to do it. And the way this game does, why not get Ethan Nweri in? I mean, he's not going to get first team football for maybe quite a while, considering how well their team is in terms of Arsenal, but they're going down a little bit, so why not bring him into our team, not even get a rotational cam, and see how far we can potentially make him grow within this rebuild here today. But here is the team list, and we're just going to take out, I'll probably say, Rob here for Hacky. We haven't got many reserves, but I'll probably get some youth academy players just to fill in the gaps here. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Nawari there, Brand, Garassi there. I mean, it's looking like a decent team indeed. Very good. There we go. So let's just save it right there. But like I said, we got the tactical present pretty much sorted. We are pretty much ready to go. I'll tell you what, let's get into the first game here and see if we can get the win. Let's get onto the quick sim here. Should start for a win, and we do with Adeyemi and Sabitzer getting the go. With their main man on top of Frankfurt, Maresh, is that how you pronounce his name? He's been fantastic here, really. I think he's the actual top goal scorer in the league so far, but he's getting approached by like people like Barcelona. But regardless of that, it's not the Frankfurt one. It is the Borussia Dortmund. Goal's gone off from Aston, but it was a bit weird considering they've got Emi Martinez, who is an incredible goalkeeper indeed. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's all ready to go for season 1. Hopefully the counter-attack tactical presence fits in well with the 4-5-1, a formation I've never really used in the rebuild here before. But with the Dortmund, I think it'd be very good indeed. Let's see how we go on in season 1. So here we have it. At the end of the season is here, and it looks like our last game will be against Holland Kiel, if that's how you pronounce them right there. The team's looking pretty decent indeed. But how do we get on? Jesus Christ. I mean, the last 2 fixtures, 6-2 against Bayern Leverkusen and a 6-0 home win there. So hopefully, coming off from that, we've done okay, and we haven't. So, all right, that's a bit interesting indeed. Let's just actually, before we actually reveal who actually won the league, let's just actually play this last game, because that's going to determine will we actually finish in the league here. So let's go into the match day and quick sim it right here. But not the best start there. Looks like we lost one of our keepers, and it ends in a draw with Garassi there. Just scraping a draw for us right there. But where does that mean for the league? I didn't see Kobo. So what has happened with our goalkeeper right there? But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That will be season 1. And it looks like we get 6th, which I think that's Europa League. So no Champions League football for next season. I didn't expect that at all. Who went on to win the league? Probably Bayern as per usual. And it will be with 81. We've only 3 losses with Leverkusen just in behind them. DB Bordeaux, how do we get on with this one? And Bayern as well. We've had an absolute shocker here. Absolute shocker. Let's just where we come here. So round 3, Stuttgart 2-1 right there. Champions League, no way, because we would have seen it by now. Bayern Leverkusen going on for a treble here versus Arsenal. What has happened here? Alright, so I'm very intrigued to see if our goalkeeper's actually left his. Let's go into transfer history and let's have a look. And yeah, Kobo's actually gone to Aston Villa for 130 million. So that deal actually did go through before Simulating. We didn't accept it, but it must have just happened in January or something. But I mean, to be fair, for 130 million is a good deal. But that may be the reason why he has gone. I mean, I don't understand that. That wasn't accepted at all. But it was the deal was with the same kind of region of the date as Antonio Silva and Konato. So I'm very strange. That's so strange. I don't understand that at all. I mean, it must have, I don't know. I'm absolutely bombasted here. I've got a clue what has happened right there. But we've lost our goalkeeper, and I think that's probably the main reason why we have finished 7th. So let's say next season we're going to have to go for the goalkeeper. But yeah, I'm absolutely so confused at what's happened there. In terms of Kobo, well, no deal was accepted at all. Yes, it was there, but I don't know. Anyway, got to move forward here. Let's have a look at the stats of this season. And Sabitzer, the centre mid. This is such a strange season. So we've lost our goalkeeper, even though we never accepted the offer for Aston Villa right at the very start when we made all the signings. It looks like the youngster in Ethan Nawari's had a not bad season though. 11 assists, got the most assists within the team here. Goretzka there with 13 and 8, not the best really. 10 and 20. I mean, that's not too bad, I suppose. Brandt there. I mean, he didn't actually play many games there, to be fair. I mean, Haller had a lot of rotation in the striker row, but Bayer there is going up as much as he can. So maybe with them stats, maybe we get rid of him next season. I'm not too sure, and keep Haller and focus on Maximilian Bayer there as the starting striker. In terms of Brian Gettenzo, very poor from him. Jan Knut's gone up quite a bit, but I think, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we have failed really in season 1 in a sense, it's due to our goalkeeper going to Aston Villa. I mean, have they got Emi Martinez? Let's have a look now. I mean, I just didn't accept it. I'm very baffled what's going on. I know I keep blabbering on about it, and I keep mixing it with words here, but have they still got Emilio Martinez? So he's actually gone to Man United. So they actually did need a goalkeeper. So I haven't got an absolute clue what has happened there. I mean, hand on heart, did not accept an offer there for Aston Villa, but I'm not too worried. I mean, we've got a bit of a setback here. No Champions League football. But this will be a good season in Season 2 to see how the team grows now, because something like this happened. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we have it then into Season 2, and we have simulated all the way up to the first game against Wolfsburg on August the 23rd for the Season 2 premiere of the Bundesliga. Also, we have simulated a couple of days, so that means some individuals have left the team to put our budget up to a whopping 288 million. Obviously, some of that money has been carried over from the Kobo deal for Aston Villa to a whopping amount of money as well, and into the new season. But let's go into the transfer history and see who has left the club. As you can see, Shoto Gugasi here has left for Arsenal. Probably butchered the name, but the game is the game. He's not one of my own, so we can call him what we like. 18 million came in from Arsenal, so when you know what, you can have him for that, especially with the main man coming back from loan, which I'll reveal in a minute. Mayoko here has got a loan to Sporting, obviously with good cores, very linked into the new Man United manager and Man United. I can see him potentially making the move there, so a good loan spell for them, a new striker. Could go bits from right there. Sule has gone to Milan as well. He wanted the lead club because obviously new sign Antonio Silva's come in. He wasn't happy with the game time. We offered him a bit of a rotation role. Wasn't happy, so we're still with Milan. I wanted to get 30 mil, but they suggested 26. Grob has gone, and Haller has been sold as well. So you're probably thinking, have you actually got a rotational striker? And the answer is no. So what I'm going to probably do later on, we might look for a rotational striker, but at the same time, I'm actually just going to maybe gamble and hope Bayern just stays fit for the whole season. But we probably will bring one in just to play it safe. The rest of the team wasn't so bad last season, but I'm expecting a lot better. I think for the new signings for this season, we need a new left back here. As in terms of this player right here, age 30, 79 overall, he's not going to grow as much. Definitely a new goalkeeper, and maybe a starting striker. But I want to maybe potentially work around this guy. I think he can grow quite a lot, but if we can go for a rotational and bring in a mega star with the money I got, I wouldn't mind that at all. So the first sign-in for Season 2 is going to be Osimhen. Yes, and you're probably thinking, what the hell have you done? You just said you was about to start Bayern potentially in striker, but I had a little thought. If we want to compete and get back to winning ways for Dortmund, not 7th position or Europa League like we got this season, we want to be hitting Champions League football, 140 million in. And considering Nicholas Jackson's doing really well for Chelsea, which he's heavily linked with when he returns back to Napoli, I feel like he's doing bits at the moment, Nicholas Jackson. So why not get Osimhen in for Borussia Dortmund as our new number 9. So the next sign, ladies and gentlemen, goes into the fullback role from Brighton in Kalaloju. If that's how you pronounce his name, I'll probably absolutely butcher it. I do apologise right there. Comes in at the overall of 83 at the age of 25. Well, I need a little bit of money here, but I can see why. He's a very good player for Brighton. We paid a whopping 48 million for him, which I don't think is too bad for what he can potentially offer for the team and his potential. We need a new left back, and I think this guy, for the way we play as well, he is a very defensive but sometimes attacking player, and we kind of need that within this team, especially on a counter attack here. New number 13, new fullback in this guy right here. Decent signing. The question is there anyone else to bring in for Dortmund in Season 2? And the answer is yes, of course it is, because we need a goalkeeper. So we went from Liverpool's goalkeeper, but not Alisson, in Restes here. I believe he's from Toulouse, but he's gone to Liverpool in this career mode. We paid 44 million for him at the age of 20, overall 81. One of French's hot prodigies in the French nationality team here. A very good goalkeeper indeed. And we definitely need one. And he fits all the criteria that Dortmund would sign in real life. He's a young player that can grow up to be a massive star. And he's world class indeed. And he's going to be our new number 1 over Koba, who did go, what we've seen, to Aston Villa. Be intriguing to see how he gets on in this rebuild in terms of growth. But when in rest days for a final season of Season 2. And now the team has been completed, and what a team is. Osimhen up top with Brandt and Nawali just in the behind him. Silva, Konato, Schlosserbeck, the new man right here in left back. I'm not going to try and keep pronouncing his name, as it's very hard indeed for me. Restes as well in the net as well. We're looking very good here. And I'm just going to show you as well, we have took the liberty of hiring out a couple of coaches, especially in the goalkeeper department, because that's where we struggle at the most. In terms of attacking, we've got the 5-star, but I think that'll be absolutely fine for Osimhen, considering his overall. He does get a lot of goals in career mode, and we definitely need that, considering going to Season 2. We don't want to be 7th. We want to get now back into the Champions League spot and see a lot of growth within this team. It's looking very good indeed. We'll have a look at the objectives as well from the board, because I'll be quite intrigued considering we're now jumping from the Champions League to Europa League. Domestic success, but Scale Cup, they want us to win the league this time, so they're actually expecting big things this season, especially with the signings I definitely agree with him in D. Maybe not winning the league, but top 3 I would like to say with Leverkusen and Bayern Munich would be ideal. Europa League, this is a trophy I would love to win. The cup here in Europa League be a very one to do for this rebuild here today, as we don't really get to the Europa League, but you never know, we might be able to do it this season. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we are pretty much ready to go. We have got a nice comfortable bit of budget left remaining as well in 39 million, which could sort out contracts, but don't worry, I won't show you that because that could take a bit of time. But other than that, I'm hoping for a lot better seasons. I mean, top 3 I would like, maybe top 4, but top 3 with the big lads on the Bundesliga. A decent Europa League kind of run, maybe going to win the cup, and especially the Portugal Cup as well. But let's see how we get on in season 2. So here we have the end of the season. Looks like we've got Cologne near the end. Borussia Dortmund 2-1 win away. Fantastic result there. Top round corner near the green. Not too bad. So bits to get into the team of the week. Bochum in our last game here. This is 13. Not again. Oh, hang on a minute. We're on a double final. Very nice indeed. Fenerbahce against Chelsea. We're in the Europa League. And the DP Portugal final as well. So if we don't do too bad in the league, we've made it into 2 finals. We won't be doing too bad. Oh, we come second. All right, we definitely come second because there's no way that they can come second in Bayern Leverkusen with 10 points difference. So happy days right there. My God, a lot of change in that. Actually, to be fair, I think we've lost 1 player in Brunnet there because Rhea is in the camera. Weak stamina from the cams there, which is a bit strange considering everyone else is all right. But they're literally identical in stats-wise in terms of the stamina, which is a bit strange. I don't know why it's done that. But look at Restes as well. When we signed him at 81, at 88 now. Looking very good indeed. Quick saying that this should be a win here to secure second. And it's a draw, to be fair, with Rodetz getting the first goal. But we have secured second. Leverkusen comes third. But we have got the cups now. So we've got the Fenerbahce versus Dortmund Europa League final cup here. Hopefully no suspensions indeed. Can we beat Jose Mourinho? Can we do it? We've got to be favourites here in terms of the team. But Fenerbahce's got a good team. Still, the stamina's still weak for them. I don't know. Maybe it's glitched. But here we go. Come on. Quick sim. Can we do it? We do. It's a bit so. Of course it's him. He had a fantastic season last season. And that will be our first trophy for this rebuild here. And it's Europa League. A trophy we literally hardly see in these rebuilds. But it's very good indeed. But can we do it with a double here against... I believe this Werder Bremen it is. I mean, I thought they were in the lower division, but they're not. But here we go. Can we win the Portugal Cup? This is one of the main trophies here. Can we do it? And we do. Who scored the goal? And it's Victor Osimhen, of course. So a double has been secured in season 2. Some of the main trophies there. And a bonus one, like I said, in the Europa League. So maybe it was actually a good way, really, to take over this team. And we get to see the celebration here with the 2 trophies, which is very nice to see. But like I said, maybe it's a good thing that we actually kind of had a bit of a flop season as my new management for Dortmund, because we've won 2 trophies and the team has grown massively in overall, so we must have had an incredible season. We'll skip it for now, but 2 trophies underneath our belt, which is fantastic. Very good indeed. Here we have the league table though. If we get to the standards, but actually we'll just go through the cups first, we might as well. Let's go to the cups straight away. The Portugal Cup there. Bremen semi-finals. No, to be fair, Bayern Munich, I had a bit shocking. Maybe they're a bit worried for the near future that we might overtake him here, but he actually got knocked out by Augsburg in round 2. Shocker for them right there. Europa League though, as you can see, a 2-0 win there against Fenerbahce. 4-2, I mean, Aggregate 5-4. What an absolutely good semi-finals there. Fenerbahce battered Fiorentina 4-0 in the second leg. Quarter-finals here, how do we get on there? 6-2 against Sparta Praga there on aggregate. 4-0 win there. How did we get on in the round of 16? And we beat Newcastle on penalties. So very good indeed. A lot more improvement within the team. But I'm intrigued to see who are the outstanding players for the season, because we've seen Julian Brandt who left, who we'll definitely have a look in a minute. But let's get on to stat-wise here. And we'll go to goals. And Osimhen, of course, has a blinder. 36 goals. Adeyemi 21-11. Thank God he's finally getting into the spotlight. Sabitz as well with 18. Considering he plays in that centre mid role with the 2 cams in front of him, he gets a lot of goals or an assist. Rhea actually came over Brandt there, so he's actually covered it really well. Ronnie, again, 9-13. He keeps growing, he really does. Next season, I'm expecting to see him in the mid-80s, I would say, the way he's going and playing. 30 here, I'm just going to pronounce his first name. The Turkish left back looks like quite good. So 6 goals, Emre Can. But this player right here, Bruno Gittins, I mean, he's a fantastic player for real life, but he's not growing up at all. So perhaps we have a look at a new left mid. I mean, a guy here in Hack who played more games than him is doing a lot better, which is a bit strange. So maybe Brandon Gittins isn't the rebuild him here today, but it is what it is. But a fantastic season indeed. But season 3 could be where it gets tasty. We need to maybe go for the Bundesliga now, and then maybe season 4 go for the Champions League. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in season 3. But other than that though, a fantastic season indeed. We're just going to wrap it up and see where Julian Brandt went off to, because I'm not too sure what really happened to him here. So let's have a look. So he went to, and of course he goes to one of our rivals in Leverkusen for 120 odd million pretty much, 88 overall. So it looks like next season we need to find a new cam, and I would say a new left mid, to be fair. Maybe some rotational players indeed, but they're the 2 key players we definitely need to sign in their positions. But other than that, a fantastic season in season 2. And so here we have it then into season 3, and as you can see, in 8 days time in the new season we have got the actual Super Cup against Bayern Munich, where we did fall short to them in the last season. However, the last season we won the DP Portugal and Europa League, so it means as well we have got the Super Cup as well, so we can actually go for a hell of a lot of trophies this season. Potentially it could get done in season 3. Now, I did say in the last season that we probably might need to get a new left mid, because Brandon Gittins isn't really performing well, to be fair. And I feel like we was looking at a new cam as well, but I have converted Reina into a cam, and he did hold his own. So I'm going to actually keep him as the starting cam, and maybe find a new rotational one and a brand new left mid to probably put Brandon Gittins into the rotational with Hack. Or if maybe, to be fair, I can actually convert Hack to a right mid, and then do Gittins in the left mid right there. But we have got also a Durinville that's going to come on, and a Miyoko here in the reserve. So there's a lot of rotation within the team, which looks pretty good indeed. Going on to the objectives this season, I'll see if the board does kind of agree with me right here. So domestic success, we wanted to win the Portugal. Finally gone to win the Bundesliga. That's the one we need to tick off the most. And this season we have got the Champions League. Reached the final. We could get there. I'm looking for semi-finals and then maybe pushing the season 4, but we've seen it before on my channel where we have quite a good look spot on season 3 kind of rebuilds, and we actually get it done there. So it might happen with the Borussia Dortmund one, we never know here. But going on to the team as well, if I just get to the squad hub, is it? Yes, it is indeed. I'm going to see if we can hire out a couple of coaches here, because I feel like we can actually potentially max that out here. So we've got some 4-1s there. There's a 5-star one there, so we need definitely them in the attacking row. So let's just see if we can cover the whole board there, to be honest. Let's just continue down. Any more 5 stars? No, so we got a 4-star, and hopefully we can get one more in the attacking here, so just covers out the 3 spots right there. Or we won't be able to anyway, because we have reached staff capacity right there at 13. Still going to go with the wing play situation here. Actually, not wing. What would I say wing play for? It could be wing play, to be fair, with the formation we're playing. But I'm going to go with the counter-attack system, because it is going really well this season. But like I said, though, I feel like we definitely probably need a rotational cam now. We're going to go for the start, but obviously Freya will now go as the starting cam for us, and probably a brand new left mid for Borussia Dortmund in season 3. So as you can see, the first signing, we had to bring him back. It's Jadon Sancho, the overall of 86. At the age of 26, we have brought him back for a whopping 90 million plus Durivo in the swap deal to go to Napoli. He was at Napoli, and I was like, well, let's see if we can get the band back together in the stands here. Let's get Jadon Sancho back where he was probably at his best in his football career at Borussia Dortmund. No Erling Haaland, unfortunately, because we got Osimhen, but we have got the main man back, who is unbelievable for Borussia Dortmund in Jadon Sancho. It's nice to see him back. It suits him. Welcome back, Sancho. First signing down in season 3. And our final signing of season 2 goes to, in my eyes, an absolute legend when I grew up when younger. Had the potential to be the next Messi, this guy, but fell a little bit short. Was fantastic goal in Mario Götze. Yes, another player returns back to the yellow wall. He went from Dortmund to Bayern. Maybe back to Dortmund, I'm not too sure, but he was so good. If you knew how good this guy was back in the day, you would know. Fell a bit short, but he coming in the overall 79, the age 34, rotational row for Dortmund. So ladies and gentlemen, that will be the team indeed. As we can see, we'll get Washington out there, and then what we will do is do Sancho and Mario Götze, probably for, I would say, maybe, we'll say Ozcan, because I'm going to say Emery Chan will eventually convert into a centre mid if he bloody does so. So that is pretty much going to be the team indeed. We're going to convert Hack or the Guttons into the right mid row, and I think we should be absolutely fine right there. It's looking phenomenal with this team. I feel like this is a team that could definitely compete for the Champions League. They've been close, but can they do anything for me? And Nawani here has been the player who has been fantastic. I mean, the lowest rated overall player in the starting 11 is getting some of the best stats. Hopefully he continues it on in season 3. But what's left to do, ladies and gentlemen? No messing around. Let's get to the end of the season and let's see if we can win all these trophies. So here we are at the end of the season. Top right corner's not looking too good though. We're in the red minority. Draw against Leipzig. Well, this could be a bit of a shocker this season. Hamburger, I mean, that could be coming to the Youth Academy, but you don't know. And Hamburger as our last gamer. Let's see how we got on here. Oh, and we have made it to a Champions League final, but it all depends if we do actually win the league. Man City 5-0 away. Yeah, absolute shocker. I mean, you're not doing really that well in real life, to be honest. I think 4 on the balance now. Oh, we have won the league. So what the hell's going on here? We're absolutely fine. So let's get into the last game here away to Hamburger. And let's see if I can the Warriors well gone up. Ray's gone up on nothing here. That camera and the left mid doesn't really go up. It's very strange indeed. But we get the quick sim here. Can we get the win here? And it's a draw with Glatzel with a goal right at the end. Kicked off massively near the end there. Fine, Leverkusen as well. Drew as well. But we have got the player of the season. Let's see who this goes to here. I'm going to guess Oshiman because he is the guy that gets a lot of goals for us since we signed him. And it is Victor Oshiman with the player of the season, which we like to see. But before we actually play Spurs in the Champions League final, are they going to bottle it once again here? Let's have a look. We've seen it there. 6-2. So at home, it obviously was a bit of a wilder game, but 5-0 away. I mean, fair play to Spurs. They beat Paris Saint-Germain there on penalties. In terms of the quarter-finals, we beat Real Madrid 5-4 and out. We've done really well. We've beaten some of the bigger teams here. How else would we get on? Arsenal 4-3 as well. Spurs 3-2 to Nice. How did they play on as well? They beat Bayern Munich, so they've had a decent one as well here. But fair play to them indeed. Saying that though, let's see how we got on with the actual Super Protocol here. So there we get on there. And Wolfsburg and Bayern Bladen of the chance. I probably butchered it, but fair enough. Bit of an interesting one indeed. Looks like we had a bit of a stinker in this one considering we won it. We got locked out by Mainz here. Super Cup, did we win this? And we did, so that's 2 trophies down already this season. Did we win the Super Cup though? And we did as well, so we've actually already got a trophy. So we won the Super Cup. We have won the main trophy in the actual Super Cup as well. The UEFA, and well, actually to be fair, 2 Super Cups in team. One for the German one and one for UEFA. We've won the Bundesliga, and now if we win this trophy, we could do a quadruple this season. A shame about the DDP Protocol because we could have actually potentially won every trophy this season to play for. But it is what it is. Could be one of the first ever, to be fair, if we went on to win 5 trophies in one season. But let's just get right to the calendar right here and have a look at Tottenham Hotspur's final team here. I'll be intrigued to see how they did, to be fair, considering they did very well in the Champions League. So let's just wait for the cinematic to go here. And it doesn't want to go right to the calendar indeed. Let's go right over and let's have a look at the opponent's analysis here. Let's see what the team is saying here. So it is a bit glitched here because some of the starters kind of go off to the substitutions here. I'll tell you what, it's not the strongest team. I mean, Dane's got it in left wing as well. Robertson and left back, Romero, Davis as well. I would have thought that's probably going to be switched out for Branduzan or something. Cucurella as well as a weak team indeed. We should be massive favourites for this indeed, but you never know. But the team is ready to go here. That is the team on paper. It's looking quite tasty indeed. Running against, I thought he goes up when he's on the bench. That makes no sense at all. Mario Götze, could he finally do it with Borussia Dortmund? He's gone down by 2, but it is what it is. A lot of rotation. Let's say we lost Mallorca as well, but we'll quickly check that out after the game if we win or not, if we go into season 4 or if we end it in season 3. I'll just go quickly change the kits here because it looks a bit better. There we go. And we are ready to rumble. Can we get it done in season 3? We've won pretty much every trophy. Let's see if we can finish on a high with the Champions League. So here we have it then, Champions League final. Borussia Dortmund lost a couple of years back, I believe, to Real Madrid. It might be last year, to be fair. And Spurs lost to Liverpool 2-0, I believe, a couple of years back, with Divock Origi scoring the winner. But hang on a minute, we could be starting off quite strong here. Jadon Sancho. Sancho cut inside. Oh, and Oshiman's got in the way, but it might, I was going to say it might play into our favour, but come on, boys. Good turn there, but Robertson, he's up for it today. Vicario, we all know about him, Marciano. The Spurs rebuild, fantastic goalkeeper. Markel brings it down. Solanke. Very high-paced game so far. It's fantastic there. Very well done indeed. Well done there. Not the best pass, but it's somehow got away with it. And Jadon Sancho, good turn. It's a great ball as well. Into Raya. Can he cut inside? He does. Raya! That's fantastic. What a goal from Borussia Dortmund. And what a start to this final. That is a hell of a good ball from Jadon Sancho and Raya. The man from the United States. He should be called the LeBron James of soccer, not Christian Pulisic. What a finish, what a start. So Borussia Dortmund lead 1-0 to, for me, a kind of a weak team from Spurs, but they look up for it. Never underestimate a team. As it will bite you in the ass, which I probably not do in this game, to be fair. However, from Slotterbeck does well, and here we go again. I mean, this is where we said this formation can hit dangerously because of the overlaps are very dangerous. And look at Adeyemi on the speed here. Adeyemi! Oh, this foul! I thought he was going to foul there, but that would have been a perfect example. And Rory there sends in. Ooh, that could be a little card there. And I just want to clarify something as well. Some people might think a little bit unrealistic. I did actually try. Oh, it's a red card! Oh wow, being interrupted. That's a massive deal for us. What a shocker indeed. Very harsh, but I don't know. But yes, what I was... Oh, they've got to make a sub. I was going to say. Anyway, what I was going to say is I did actually try and loan out Narari to make it a little bit realistic. But I was like, well, they rejected it. So I went, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try and buy him. So if anyone wanted to kind of know that, there you go. I'm going to go outside the foot here with Sabitzer. I'm feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. I think I might go for this here. Probably absolute sky it to Rose Z. But here we go. It's a good shot. Goal! Victoria, good save. Catched it quite comfortably. But that is a massive deal in this final. And they have to make a sub due to being 10 men. We can absolutely obliterate them now because their team isn't quite as strong as it is. And Sosabek gets sent there by Dominic Solanke. He was wearing the anime mask. Bit weird myself, but the game's the game. You do you, my man. And Canuto there. And here we go again. Rory here. This is fantastic. Trying to send them all to the shops there. I went for trying a solo goal there because Oshiman was kind of in my way. So I didn't really have an option to go forward again. I was going to say there. Solanke's done fantastic there. Castro on the ball. I'm not sure who this guy is, but he did it right. It will be a free kick here for Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, it's not a bad range. Quite far out. Madison will go for this, so it looks like. Oh, it's Kulizeski, and he's hit it to Rosed. Absolute shocker right there. Approaching half-time, a goal before the break again would be the icing on the cake, and I think the GG, as people would say. Right in full back there, 4-1 goes into Raya. Raya with the speed, tried to thread the needle between Pedro Porro and Romero. Nearly a dodgy pass there, but Sabitzer there does fantastic. The captain goes into Oshiman, into Narori, a former Arsenal man, and he pits it wide. Our number 8, our kid sensation, pits it wide. Kind of like we're doing with Jadon Sancho when he came to the club. Made him into a megastar, and that's what we've done with the former Arsenal youngster there. And it will be half-time. We should have made it 2-0 there, but we couldn't put it away. Was very close indeed. But it is what it is. A good half indeed. An unexpected red card. Could say it's harsh and could have ruined the game. But you never know. This is football. Anything can happen. Right, ladies and gentlemen, only one change, and it has to be him. Mario Götze comes on for Raya. Raya was also originally a winger, and I want someone who is actually a natural can, like Morari here. So we're going to have to bring him in. We're going to have to bring him on. He offers something different. The overall doesn't really matter, but it's a good ball through right there. But Slotterbeck has covered that fantastic. He's done really well there. Sabitzer hasn't it though, so it's an absolute shocker there. And Castro on the ball. Into Kulizeski. Oh, it's foul to Castro. Oh my God, how's he done that? How has that not been ball back for a foul? That is fantastic from Slotterbeck. One of the best challenges I've seen. Ball through there though. And it is Nawari. And Oshiman might want that in the middle. Just a little bit higher, and I think that would have been a better ball. Adeyemi's done fantastic though. And Adeyemi will bang this. Adeyemi! Oh, what a finish!
A little bit naughty, that.
Well, if that does not win the Puskar reward, I do not know. It's that ratty. He's in the stairway hall in the Spurs end. That's how ratty that is there. What a finish that is there. We'll see it again on the replay. He's absolutely just pelted it when, you know what, have that. Dipped over the keeper. What a finish. I didn't know he had that look. He was hitting a better angle here. Touched it down so far out. It just dips the keeper. He's had a shock of a Corio. So due to an absolute banger from Karim Adeyemi, we are 2-0 up in this final to a 10-man Spurs team. You couldn't ask for anything better if you're supporting Borussia Dortmund right now for the yellow ball. And over there does fantastic, and we're going to potentially be a through again here. They try to pull out. That should be a foul there. We all saw the post out there. That wasn't good at all. And we've won it back again. And Adeyemi try to bounce past with pace. He does. Into Osimhen. Osimhen! And it goes right over the top. He didn't have much to work with in terms of the touch, so I'll let him off a little bit. It's unlucky indeed. Adeyemi fantastic as well again there. I thought we earned that for Kulizeski, but we couldn't do it. Okay, there. Ooh, I thought Gutser had a way of it there, but couldn't do it. Pedro Porro. Spurs are crumbling here. It looked okay, Spurs. They did. They didn't look too bad, especially when they went down 10 men. They nearly scored by Sosjabek with an unbelievable challenge. Well, Solanke here should have ran there. He was definitely through. Diet. Spurs being very timid. They need to get something going now if they want to get something back in the game. They're not going to do it, I don't think. I don't think they will, indeed. Guess he just tried to force a pass there. Just couldn't do it, unfortunately. Castro. Spurs with a tiki-taka play. Ooh, that's a bit ratty. That is a bit ratty from Marcel Sabitzer. I thought I'd take him down. And we don't really need to make the sub, but that is a bit of frustration there from the player, I would say. Too much tiki-taka in the middle. Got to his head. But into Castro. Castro with a shot there. Restes was probably one of the only saves for our keeper. That's fantastic. And Osimhen could be through, and this could be the icing on the cake. Osimhen, can he kill the game? And he does. There's a 3-0 final to a very weak Spurs. And it's typical Spurs to not win a trophy. I know that's a dig, but the game's the game. A great finish from the man in the mask. Great ball as well from once again the Roy. Great touch, great finish. And it looks like the challenge will once be completed again in Season 3. Come on, Dortmund, come on. So 3-0, one of the most dominating finals we've had on our channel for quite a while. We will take it though. I don't know how Spurs have got to a final, I'm going to say it. But it is what it is. We've done it. The 10 men did not help because they've got such a massive gap in that midfield. But it is what it is. That is football. You can't write it. Football is not a script. It just happens. Marcel there into Castro. Castro twisting and turning. That's a good play there. But I think that's going to be it. And it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 3-0 final against a 10-man Spurs. To wrap up this video, to be completed. We have won everything possible that you can name of, including a Europa League Cup as well, or title, wherever you want to refer it. We have done that as well, from dropping, not a shocker in Season 1 really, to dropping into Europa League groups in Season 2, to dominating that with the Portugal Cup as well. So we ticked off them. So this season, to 2 Super Cups, the German one against Bayern Munich, and then the UEFA one, to then the league, and now this, to complete a quadruple. Fantastic team indeed. We thought we'd try a new formation, the 4-5-1 attack, and it worked wonders, especially in this season. We saw it in this game, so many overlapping runs, especially with Adeyemi, and it was unbelievable. A fantastic team indeed. Very enjoyed this rebuild here today. Sabitzer lifting up the invisible trophy because this game has had a shocker as per usual. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Challenge to be completed. Well, has been completed, I refer there. Let's continue on. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 3-0 Spurs, and we should be seeing the bus celebration. It would only be 3 because he can't fit 4 trophies. Oh, actually, no, it will do it. All right, so it will just show the 2. But it should be the Super Cup as well. Well, both of them, really. But it is what it is. But we get to see the Champions League, I suppose, and finally the Bundesliga Shield. Great team. An unbelievable team indeed. We'll just skip it here and continue on with the rest of the video / team here. Let's have a look of outstanding players this season. I'm going to say it's Osimhen because he got player of the season. And okay, to be fair, the stats ain't as amazing as I thought, to be honest. I thought they're going to be a lot higher, especially with some rotation, but it looks like Osimhen Sabitzer could even probably go on to win the Ballon d'Or himself. I mean, as a centre mid, considering he's the only one, 23 goals is ridiculous. Adeyemi, Noroi as well, really grown up, a decent season from him. Jadon Sancho, a little bit better from running against as he does. Decent, to be fair, overall. I mean, Cyril with 4 goals as well. It's a good, very good team indeed. Bayer as well. Hack, Mary Götze, like I said, rotational cam. I mean, he's done absolutely fine. I mean, the stats ain't the best, but 1 goal, 3 assists. He's done his job for overall 76 at the age at 34. I think that's not too bad at all. Now we're just going to check my career stats here to round up this video. As you can see, 1 club, 1 league title, 1 domestic cup, 1 and 2 continental ones cups as well. So very good indeed. Also got the Super Cup. We've won a lot of trophies this episode. Biggest winning is Wolfsburg 6-0, and our biggest defeat, of course, against Real Madrid 5-0. Record transfer 100. We all know who that's for, is Victor Osimhen, the mask. 153 played, 96 won, 27 draws and 30 losses. I don't think really one of my best records right there in a club record. But like I said, again, it's season 3. We always get it done in this season. I didn't expect it to. Wanted to get to the semis, but we beat the best of the best, and we've won literally every single trophy possible in Borussia Dortmund and in Germany. So we'll definitely take it right there. A very good team indeed. Here is the final team, so we can just quickly see it on the team management. There it is. Bam. Very good team indeed. The outstanding player for me was definitely Noroi. How much he'd grown rapidly, really quickly. Unbelievable. I mean, at the lower overalls, he was getting better stats than players who, like Julian Brunet and, I don't know, anyone, even Adeyemi, Sabitzer sometimes. He was absolutely fantastic. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you did like this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.